Gary Don Thacker, and The Wild Robot is the latest Dreamworks movie. This is a movie that one day the teaser released, and I thought, well, that looks promising. God, did you hear that? And I thought, well, that looks promising. I'll watch it. I had always wanted a film like this. A robot being out in nature is a concept I've always wanted to see, and this movie finally gave me that. This was also based on a book series of the same title, which I had never heard of. Now, I didn't immediately go watch this movie. I decided to wait for a bargain day at my local theater, and the reviews started piling in for The Wild Robot. And as of writing this, it has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. People have been praising this movie. When a robot crashes onto an island, she winds up having to take care of her runt goose. She slowly builds up relationships with the wildlife and adapts to her new environment. So now you've seen The Wild Robot, this movie is amazing. All the praising has been for a very good reason, because this movie is just so great. This is probably in the top 5 best Dreamworks movies. And I'm going to say, at least so far, this is undoubtedly the best animated film of this year. The Wild Robot is such an incredible film. I got teary-eyed like 3 different times. Like, I could see the tears forming in my eyes. I didn't cry, but I could easily see how someone could cry over this movie. This really doesn't hold back. Like, this movie can get pretty dark. And I don't mean dark as in creepy like Coraline. I mean like a lot of death. A lot of very mature topic and themes that the movie does not shy away from and handles so incredibly well. This movie is very mature. There were some moments where I was thinking to myself, wow, okay, I didn't expect them to do that. I always respect animated movies for doing mature topics, and not just being a film for kids, but for all ages. Like, kids can enjoy this movie just fine, but I guarantee you a lot of adults are gonna cry over this movie. It's one of those kind of animated films. And the animation is just absolutely gorgeous. There are so many shots in this movie, to where I just got lost in the pure beauty of this film. I got really attached to these characters in this story really fast. It's a simple story, but it's such a beautiful story. And there are a good handful of characters. A large majority don't play any major roles, but they're all nice additions. They help flesh out the movie, and they're voiced wonderfully. And Roz is another great addition to the great hall of movie robots. She's not too human-like, but she shows enough motion and character to where she doesn't feel like a robot. Like, good middle ground. She also has really nice design. It's not too over the top like a lot of robots. This one doesn't have a villain, but it's not too memorable. Pretty much just filling the role as the villain. I do think the film goes a bit fast at times, but that might just be a first viewing thing. And towards the end of the film, it feels like maybe it goes on for a little bit too long. Like, it feels like there are 3 or 4 times where it could have ended but just kind of kept going. This was also decently funny and had a few good jokes, particularly the more darker ones. Overall, I loved The Wild Robot. It's one of the best films of the year. The Wild Robot is amazing and I highly recommend it. Also, if you end up enjoying this video, then consider liking and subscribing, and join the subreddit and the Discord server. Bye guys for now. Bye, Gary Don Thacker.